Good morning, guys. I'm Joke, and today I'm gonna show you another Faeria game. So, the other day I was talking to some people on Discord about making a deck where my goal is to remove all of my opponent's land so that they cannot summon anything. So, the best way to do that, I figured, is to play Triple Meteor and Tarum. So this game right now, I'm gonna give that deck a try. Or well, I played multiple games with it, but this is the one I chose to show you. So I open with a cartographer, which is very important for me. I need to get a lot of land requirements out. I need 5 mountains for meteors. I need 5 forests for Tarum, and I play some cards like Windfall, Aurora Stream. They require, so I need 3 lakes as well. And yeah, it's also very important for me to spread my land quickly, so when I do my meteors, I'm able to actually hit my opponent's land and just remove them before it gets too spread out. So in this moment I chose to not play Baron Thulgar. I wanted to have the option to perhaps play Baron into Feed the Forest. Since he's playing blue, if he was playing red or green or even yellow, I would probably just have played it. But blue has that nasty effect that he can transform it. So we can see that Foxclear here already has a pretty powerful opening with the fairies and the disciple. So right now it doesn't look too good. I do manage to pick up a second famine, which can be really useful. I do run 3 plague bearers in this deck, so plague bearer into famine is a 3 damage AoE. Unless I play multiple plague bearers or famine, so I'm just hoping that the disciple won't grow too much. What I'm more running is Yak Attack, because I figured if I don't manage to destroy my opponent's, like all of my opponent's land, I can play Yak Attack and step onto the lands. Sometimes it doesn't really matter, since they can play something like Soul Drains, Last Nightmares, or even the neutral cards like Punishment to get rid of my yaks, but well, you gotta try, right? I mean, this deck is not exactly designed to be consistent, it's just meant to have some fun. And from the good old days in Faeria back in 2013, I really enjoyed to just block my opponent so he had 0 lands. That was my most fun strategy, and my friends hated me for playing it, but I really enjoyed it. So now we can see I have a pretty good famine opportunity, especially with this cartographer draw. But before I play that, I should probably attack with my Magnus to see what I draw, in case I can find some even better play. And we find a meteor. That is pretty great. It's the second best card to find. Best would obviously be Aurora's Dream, since it's a very expensive card. But drawing this meteor already is very good for me. I probably should famine here, right? Yeah. It's gonna leave him with 1 disciple and the wisp will likely trade into my Magnus. So I played a lot of games with this deck. Biggest problem was that I couldn't get my lands out, but here we already see with double cartographer I've been managed to get almost all the requirements out. I need 1 more forest and 1 more mountain. It's always good with this deck. I've also realized to have a little bit of extra, because you oftentimes end up using Meteor to kill your own lands. We'll see. So, Foxclear, what's in your thoughts right now? Alright, so he triggers the Fairy, which is obviously a little bit annoying. I thought I would be able to kill it. Kind of forgot that it hadn't procced yet. Find a Cistern, not really the best. It's only 4 Faeria. I have a lot more expensive cards than that. But the way the board looks currently, there is no real way for him to punish it. Unless he's running Prophet of Tides. We'll see. So now I could actually play a Meteor to just remove his 3 legs and his Disciple. But playing a Meteor now without being able to occupy his land, like, or prevent him from rebuilding them, won't really do too much. I need to have the Tarum and Feed the Forest ready, or drop Tarum on the edge and then kill it with a Meteor. So this spell will kind of ruin my plan also. I wanted to kill the Fairy and the Disciple with Yak Attack, because I'm gonna gain 6 Faeria now. But yeah, another Disciple comes down and ruins my plan. But I can still double collect here with Yak Attack and take out 2 of the threats. So my friends always tell me when I play Magic the Gathering or Hearthstone, for example, that all my decks are incredibly annoying. I really like to make this type of decks that just brutally destroy your opponent. I mean, right now that's not really the case yet, but if I manage to destroy all his lands and play Tarum so he cannot do anything, that's the dream. Alright, so currently it doesn't look like he's gonna be able to punish my Cistern unless he has Triton Banquet. So that's another 6 Faeria for me. I still have access to Baron into Feed in case I want to try to find a dream. Aurora's Dream, that is. Aurora's Dream reads: draw until you have 9 cards and then reduce all of your cards to 0 Faeria, like the cost of the cards. So this Bear is a huge threat. I absolutely have to deal with that before it destroys all my mountains. So in the process, I will have to destroy my my forest and my desert. The desert doesn't really matter. The forest does, however. So I'm considering here dropping Baron Thulgar and maybe kill it with a Meteor or feed it. Not sure. Don't remember what I'm doing here. Dropping it in front of and killing it with the Meteor doesn't seem to make any sense. It's better to try to contest this Disciple. I'm very much expecting my opponent here to just play another event so that the Disciple will live. But I do have Famine in my hand, so... Oh, but he actually goes for my structure, which is quite bad for me. But we still haven't seen any storm spawns, so I still have a lot of Faeria to collect that way. I don't think I played any Windfalls either. So in the current board state, 1 meteor and yak attack would completely block him. I could stand onto his last land, or wavecrafter. That is incredibly bad for me. At this point, I need to kill my Baron, hope to find something so I can either deal with this this creature, or somehow ramp up real quick so I can play my Aurora Stream. And I find the Storm Spawn, which is really, really good. So feeding the Storm Spawn. Alright, so I find... So I'm able to deal with that. And I can drop a cistern on the right side to keep it safe. Then I don't remember if I'm drawing a card here or playing my last land. Alright, looks like I'm playing a forest. So what's important also with Aurora's Dream is that I don't have a lot of these low cost cards in my hand when I play it, because it reduces the value of the card. I want to drop my sheep minions like Plague Bearers, Cartographers before I play Aurora's Dream. Alright, so now it's starting to look a little bit dicey. I do have a feed, so I just need to be a little bit lucky here with my draws. And I have all my lands, all the land requirements up already, so I don't really have to play more lands. I can just start draw from here. Definitely think I should draw here. Storm Spawn into feed, that's gonna be great. Alright, so now we're very close to pulling off our combo. I can drop the Plague Bearer to block. I can play Famine here to prevent him from buffing the Disciple. But he would have to buff it quite a lot, because the Plague Bearer deals 2 damage to everything when it dies. So right now I'm looking at getting 9 Faeria next turn, which takes me to 23. I can +1 to play Aurora's Dream. That does, however, mean that I cannot play Famine or Feed the Forest before I play the Dream. I do want to keep the Feed the Forest though, because I need to use it on Tarum. Oh, but Treat and Banquet. This is gonna hurt. He plays Shifting Tide to move land. Alright, so I'm dead next turn unless I can find something. And look at that. Alright, so it's time to play the Dream. Alright, so we have a lot of juicy cards. We have 9 cards in our hand, so we need to start dropping the cards that we like. We need to drop a few cards before we play Day of the Dragons, for example, so we don't overdraw. But here I'm looking to make a really, really good Famine. But first I'm gonna draw a card. So right now there's only 1 card left in my deck. Don't remember what it is. But yeah, I'm gonna be able to clear the board here with Famine and Yak Attack. And then I can Meteor into Feed the Forest. Oh yeah, the last card is gonna be another Meteor, right? I only played 1 so far. So here's second Meteor. Then we Feed the Forest, fill the world up. Draw last card, it's a Meteor. So with this Meteor now we can remove his last 2 lands, and from here he won't be able to do anything, and I just have to kill this card before time runs out. Yes. Alright. So at this point Foxclear cannot do anything. There is nothing he can do, so he's just gonna pass the turn. At this point, I wrote to Foxclear on Discord like, hey, could you please not surrender? I want to finish this video. Because in his situation right now, no matter what cards he draws, he's not going to be able to play. He can play neutral events, but that's as far as it goes. So I can play my Day of the Dragons, and I have enough Faeria to drop all of them. I start with the blue, so I don't transform my discounted cards. That would be unfortunate. Unfortunately, I don't have the... I should have dropped a desert there, so I could drop all of my dragons at once. Alright guys, so this is going to be the new meta. I hope you enjoyed the video. And yeah, good luck if you're going to try it out yourself. It's quite a fun deck when it works. It's not too easy to get it to work though, but incredibly fun. So that's what you do when you want to prevent your opponent from being able to play any of their cards. Alright, so if you guys want to see more of my crazy decks, follow me on Twitch, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll provide you some links in the description. And if I get voted into the monthly cup, I'm gonna bring something crazy, I promise you. So vote for me, alright? Okay, good night.